Hey, what's up guys? James here from Beaxy to show you how to buy Bitcoin using our new partnership with Paxful. So if you don't have a Beaxy account, go to Beaxy.com. You can register an account in the top right or log in if you already have one. If you don't have two-factor authentication set up, I would highly recommend it to ensure that nobody's trying to gain unauthorized access to your account. You can use Authy or Google Authenticator application. Download one of those two. Once you're logged into your exchange platform account, go ahead and click deposit and then click buy crypto. Paxful will be the first option that you'll see in the menu. So click buy crypto over on the right there. And then in this case, I'm just gonna buy 50 euros approximately worth of crypto to show you how it works. It'll open up a new tab for you in the same browser. I'm gonna have to enter my email in this case because I'm using a guest window that doesn't have any browser cookies. Normally this would be pre-populated for you. The amount would be pre-populated and you would already be logged in. It would know who you were. But if you don't have an account with Paxful, you'll have to go ahead and create one real quick. In this case, I'm gonna put in 50 euros and then I'm just gonna pay with credit debit card. So I'm just gonna select one of these offers. Actually, it'll auto select one for me. So then I'm gonna click begin trade. Once I begin trade, it's gonna take me to sort of a trade terminal window with a chat that I can directly communicate with the vendor. It's a good idea to send them a message to let them know that you're a person and that you're not trying to scam them. So in this case, the vendor speaks French, so I just said, hi, I'm gonna go to the website to pay. Give me a minute, that sort of thing. It's important to read the instructions and follow them step by step. Each vendor is gonna have their own different way of doing things in terms of how you get funds to them. So you just wanna make sure that you follow exactly. And so throughout this video, you're gonna see me continually going back and referencing the steps that the vendor has outlined here. In this case, they want you to go to a secure payment site called transfergo.com. And these sites are going to vary depending on where your vendor is in the world. I've used one in Senegal before that was kind of similar, different platform, but make sure that you use one that you're comfortable with. And the nice thing is once you get set up with the vendors, like if things go well on this trade, then you can add them to your contacts and you won't have to do this again. You'll already have the account for next time around. But always make sure to just pay attention to your security when you're off the Paxful platform as well. As you can see, each vendor has a review rating. So in the top right, it'll show you, how many positive reviews they have, which obviously helps to reassure you that whatever instructions they're giving you ultimately are for the betterment of the trade. So TransferGo is going to ask for a few pieces of information here. I'm going to go ahead and put in my phone number, and then they send an SMS. I confirm that I have access to the phone number, and I create a passcode that I can use next time to log in securely. Once I put in my email, then I'm going to put in the billing information associated with the credit card. You'll forgive me if it's blurred out in this case, just for my own sake, so I'm not doxing myself all over the internet here. Once you've input your billing information, then I'm just gonna go back to reference the sender's instructions, but I need to make sure in this case, I think they're in Belgium or something like that. So I need to make sure that the receiver's country is set to Belgium. And that the amount corresponds. The vendor in this case, so I put 50, but the vendor has a certain fee associated with their platform, about 3 euros. So it looks like I'm gonna pay a little more than 50 to get it down. I pay a fee on my end, they pay a fee on their end. When it all washes out, I think I'm gonna end up paying like 56 euros and that will give them 50 euros on the receiving end. Once I hit pay, I'm gonna have to do a 3D secure challenge. I authorize it with my bank, and then we come back. That screen will take you then to the payment. You hit submit, and then you'll be done with the payment. You'll be taken to a page that'll show you where exactly your transfer is at. I think we elected to have it done in 30 minutes, so it's gonna take a few minutes in this case. In the meantime, I'm gonna take a screenshot to prove to the vendor that I've paid. I'm also gonna share the link. Not every platform offers that. This one does, so this actually makes it a little bit easier. I'm gonna copy that link and I'm gonna paste it in the chat in my Paxful terminal. That way it'll prove to them that I've paid and everything's good to go. The last thing you wanna do is click the paid button on the left in blue. This will close out your end of the trade and let the vendor know that they need to authorize the release of the funds from escrow. A good vendor should respond relatively quickly, so once you hit paid, just wait a few minutes. They should be able to get to you without too much delay. Once your vendor has verified that you've paid, you'll see a green success message pop up. It'll show that the Bitcoin has been released to your wallet. You can leave a review after that point or add this vendor to your contacts if you want to use them again in the future, if everything went well. But be sure to note if it went negatively or positively, and it will feed right back into the reputation on the Paxful platform. After that, you click finish, and Paxful at this point will receive the funds and then send them to your Beaxy address. If you'd like to just wait for the email from Beaxy to let you know that your deposit's gone through, it will take a few minutes for the blockchain to process it. But if you'd like to verify to make sure that nothing's gone wrong, you can always go to paxful.com, log in with the email and password that you used earlier. Once you log into the Paxful platform, there are a couple of different ways that you can get the information. If you go to your dashboards, you can take a look there. It'll show you all the activity that's been happening on your account, what your relative balances are. If you've bought through Beaxy, it's not going to show necessarily a balance because it's received it and then immediately sent it back out. So that's why you see a 0 BTC balance. If you go over to the bell in the top right corner, I think that's the best play-by-play of what's been happening. So you can actually click on each thing that's happened there to get more information. In this case, it shows you that it's already been sent out and received from the trader who you elected to trade with. In the line that has the send out of the Bitcoin that you purchased, you can actually click on that line and it'll give you more information about the transaction. So it'll give you the hash ID of the sending transaction to Beaxy. In this case, I just want to see the amount of Bitcoin, how much it converts to in euros to make sure that I haven't been destroyed on fees. Verify, here we go, Google's working now, 44.90 euros about, according to data from Morningstar and Coinbase. So that's about on par with what I was told I would pay originally, and that makes me happy. It will take a little while for the transaction to process. You can, in that time, wait and go do something else. If you want to leave these tabs up, you can always click refresh to see what's happening. I'm going to use the link in Paxful here just to show you what I'm talking about. So this is at blockstream.info. It shows one confirmation relatively soon after the send out was initiated. It will take I believe 4 confirmations before it'll show up in your Beaxy wallet. And depending on the hash power of the network and how busy things are, it could take up to an hour or something like that. I say up to an hour, probably an hour, maybe. If the mempool is super clogged up, it can take a couple of days actually, but that's kind of uncommon. If you really want to give yourself the reassurance that everything's good to go, you can take the Bitcoin address that you find on your Beaxy account or in the transaction and Control F it on the block stream to show what exactly is contained and make sure your address is in there. This is what the email will look like when you get it in your Beaxy account. You can see now that I've gotten that email, 7 confirmations a little while later. So now we're good to go. The balance is in my account. I'm going to show you where your deposit history is. So if you just go to deposit crypto, click on your Bitcoin, whatever gets you there faster. You can see in the deposit history, the timestamp from today's deposit, the fact that it was successful, and the amount. So now it's time to get trading. First thing I would do is take a look at the signals on each pair. So on the Bitcoin USDC pair, it looks like there's a channel down sell signal at 4:30. It's a little overblown in that case, but largely it broke the way that was indicated. Let's take a look at Ethereum USDC. So there's a moderate confidence triangle pattern on Ethereum USDC. It looks like it's playing out exactly as was predicted. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Although this is on Ethereum, so it's not using the Bitcoin I just bought, but I just wanted to show you what you can do if, let's say, this signal was happening on Bitcoin. So I'm going to just do a market sell, but keep in mind, you need to take a look at the order books to the right of that sell button to make sure that you're not going to lose more money than you thought you would, depending on where all the bid and ask prices are. So this is how the trading functionality works on the platform. You have a little spectrum bar that you can use to just buy, 75% or sell 75% of whatever available amount you have, and it'll tell you if for some reason you don't have enough to do that. So that's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for joining us today. If you want more information, you can always head to Beaxy.com, check out our blog, or email us at info@Beaxy.com. In addition, we'll be producing more tutorials on our YouTube channel, so you can always head over there if you want more information on how our platform functionality works. Thanks guys, hope it was informative, and don't hesitate to spread it around. So with that, until next time, we hope that you can continue to trade profitably using Beaxy Exchange, and we will see you on the next tutorial. Thanks everyone, cheers.